everyone. This is Eric Chabot here. I am at The Ohio State University today, and we are so happy because we have the whole Ohio Union to ourselves today. Ohio State is on spring break this week, and so there are a lot of students missing. So we thought we'd take some time today to talk a little bit about what we do at The Ohio State University. Now, Ohio State is one of the largest campuses in the nation, no doubt. We're about 60,000 students, maybe even more than that. What we do here at The Ohio State University is very important. We have a ministry here that focuses on apologetics. Now, you may say to yourself, well, what the heck is apologetics? That's that word that kind of eludes me sometimes, but actually apologetics is really just giving the what and the why for what you believe. Now, you may say to yourself, do we see apologetics in the Bible? Actually, that word's not used. There are many instances where the early followers of Jesus had to give good reasons for why Jesus was the promised Messiah of the Jewish scriptures. All you have to do is read through the book of Acts. You see them proclaiming how he fulfills prophecy, how he's risen from the dead, how he is the fulfillment of the Jewish scriptures. Jesus was confronted many times throughout the Gospels, as we see, by the Jewish leadership, where they challenged his messiahship, and he even had to give reasons or evidence as to why he is the promised Messiah of the Jewish scriptures as well. So apologetics is really just giving the what of what you believe and the why you believe. Now, you may say to yourself, well, how do you do an apologetics ministry at The Ohio State University? What is it you do here? Well, I started coming down to The Ohio State University back in 2004, and I had a passion for college students. I just loved talking to college students about spiritual issues. And it became more apparent to me after 4 or 5 years that college students have a lot of questions about God's existence, and they have a lot of questions about the Bible and just things related to worldview issues. And I said to myself, what can we do here at Ohio State to have a stronger apologetics ministry? So in 2009, we planted a chapter, and this ministry is called Ratio Christi, and that means Reason for Christ. Now, Ratio Christi is now a nationwide ministry, meaning that there's chapters on all kinds of college campuses across the nation. But we planted the 4th chapter here at The Ohio State University in 2009. And so since then, we have grown, and we have had many apologetic speakers on the campus. We have had speakers such as Dr. William Lane Craig, Dr. Frank Turek, Dr. Michael Licona, and these apologists lecture on the top apologetic issues of the day. We've also done some debates. We've had student debates with the secular atheist group on campus. And so we've been here for a while doing many outreach activities. Now, we also set up on the campus where we do have regular outreach, where we go out and set up stations where we talk to students about spiritual issues. And we also have weekly meetings where we do apologetic topics. We talk about the big questions of life, such as God's existence, or who is Jesus, or what about other world religions? And we've been doing that for a number of years too. We certainly have a presence here at the campus. Now, you may say to yourself, what's it like to do an apologetics ministry in a large college campus such as The Ohio State University? Well, let me say 3 things. First of all, remember that a lot of students have worldview questions. You may say to yourself, well, what's a worldview? A worldview is the way we view reality. Okay? Everybody has a worldview. Some people are still forming their worldviews. But worldviews deal with big questions such as where I come from, where does morality come from, where are we headed, what happens at death, how do I view the world around me, how do I make sense of the world around me. That's where worldview comes into the questions of our day. And so everybody has a worldview, and many students have worldview questions. So we help students work through those worldview questions. Secondly, we need to remember that many students never got their questions answered growing up. Now, some of them do come from churches, some of them don't. Many students come from many backgrounds, various backgrounds. But in many cases, they've always had these questions in the back of their mind, and they've been looking for people to talk to or someone they can talk to about these issues, and they're looking for someone who is confident but reasonable and gentle, and is able to work with them through these questions. And so we really play a large role in helping students work through those issues, and we are needed in that regard. Thirdly, let me say that I do believe where we're at as a culture, looking at the internet and looking at all the information that's out there, that we will have a role to play in the years to come, okay? There's just so much information on the internet that students have access to that they're always going to have questions, okay? And we're always going to have the ability to be a presence on the campus. So we need to remember that this is going to be a long-term effort as the years go on. And then finally, let me say that we need to be here on a college campus because this is where students form their worldview, and they'll take their worldview into the larger culture as they leave the Ohio State University. This is where our future leaders come out of, you know? Now, you may say, well, what about the home? Doesn't the home play a large role in forming people's worldview? Well, of course it should, but right here at the university is where people come to get an education, and they're going to take these leadership skills, they're going to take the degree into the marketplace of ideas. And so we have a large role to play in helping students form their worldview. And so I just want you to understand what we do here. I hope you can come participate in what we do here. We're going to be here for the years to come. Please contact me if you have any questions, but this is an exciting time to be on a large college campus such as the Ohio State University, and I think we have a large role to play in the years ahead.